Buffalo, Baltimore, week 4. Probably the best game on the slate. Eagles-Jags pretty good, but still, should be a fun one. Winning quarterback of this game wins MVP for the season. That's my take.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, so if you look at MVP odds right now, the general consensus is that we're in a 4-horse race. Josh Allen is the favorite, and then Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes all have roughly the same prices depending on what book you look at. So you have Allen at the pole position, and then all of these guys very clearly, a couple good weeks, Allen has a bad week, they're going to be in the pole position. After that, you get into longer odds, Herbert, Tua, Rodgers, Stafford. Somebody can emerge, but sure. If Mahomes is amazing, then Mahomes is amazing, whatever. Like Mahomes elite is always around. Just kind of put that off to the side. Don't deal with that one.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Jalen Hurts narrative would be really, really fun. I think an absurdly productive Hurts season. It would be exciting to give him the MVP. Eagles #1 seed in the NFC. I can see it happening. But you and I talk about Jalen Hurts a lot on our Eagles show. I think that, we're going to see some peaks and some valleys from Hurts. I think we've seen the best version of Hurts over the last few weeks. I think that inevitably comes down a little bit. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are they're just dragging two offenses, man. These running games are horrible. And and in the case of Buffalo, you have like a not amazing offensive line. You have a really short passing game, right? Josh Allen, 6.8 air yards per attempt, lowest number of his career. Like, it's not perfect on offense. The Baltimore offense gave Rashad Bateman, but it's still Greg Roman designing plays, and they're multiple tight ends. Lamar's throwing to Isaiah Likely. Neither one of these quarterbacks is playing with unbelievable passing game, air raid, we have all the weapons, whatever. And they just can't be stopped. I mean, Allen, 19 points against the Dolphins, not an insanely high game, but that's because just our expectation for him has become these 30-point outings. Lamar just had the 37-point outing against the Patriots where they were on their third string left tackle, and it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The second receiver is Devin Duvernay. It just doesn't matter. Only 2 players so far this year have accounted for more than 9 total touchdowns. That's Josh Allen with 10 and Lamar Jackson with 12. Josh Allen dropped back 71 times against the Dolphins. Single highest one-game drop back total any quarterback in charting history. Both of these offenses are completely and totally built around the quarterback's physical talent in a way that no other offenses are. Lamar is just okay, well, our quarterbacks can get us 100 yards on the ground, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. That's unbelievable. Watching Lamar in that Patriots game, it's astounding how much more time he has to do things because he just always escapes the first pressure. He's just standing in the pocket, just pigeon footed, just holding the ball at his hip, just not interested in looking like he's ready to do anything at all. Because if Dietrich Weiss comes down the pipe right now, Dietrich Weiss is never tackling Lamar Jackson. So he can just stand there and evaluate. He dilates time in the Ravens offense. 2 seconds in the pocket for the Ravens offense is worth twice as much as 2 seconds in the pocket in any other offense because of what Lamar is. And then you have Josh Allen, who just 2 seconds in the Bills offense is worth more than 2 seconds in any other offense because Allen is 3-step drop, laser beam anywhere on the field, and he can't miss this season. The Josh Allen inaccuracy is gone. These are the 2 most formative. They are tent poles of their offenses. They get to play in week 4, and we're very lucky for that. I think the team that wins this game, assuming they're able to withstand that level of offensive performance and production for the rest of the season, that quarterback is inevitably going to have the counting stats and the record that cannot be argued with when it comes to MVP conversation. Your winner of MVP award gets decided on Sunday, Sheil.
Yeah, I think that, the statistical case for both of them is going to be there. The Lamar Jackson touchdown thing, it was funny. I was just looking this up earlier today. So he has 12 touchdowns this season. Do you know how many teams in the NFL have more than 12 offensive touchdowns this season?
More than 12.
More than 12 offensive touchdowns. Lamar has 12 by himself.
Through 3 weeks of the season. So averaging 4 touchdowns a game?
Yeah.
3.
0. He has as many touchdowns as he has more touchdowns than that means 30 teams.
That means the
Ravens have 12.
Has not
he
scored.
Has every touchdown that the Ravens have accounted for.
He's 100% scoring participation.
100%. He's thrown 10. He's run for 2. That's 12 touchdowns. The Ravens lead the NFL. They're tied with the Lions for 12 offensive touchdowns. 30 teams in the NFL. Must be 10 or 11. Yeah, 30 teams.
I was thinking Lions, Ravens, Bills were my thought. Holy smokes.
He has more touchdowns than 30 NFL teams through the first 3 weeks of the season. And, the other point with these two guys, and they both passed the eye test, like you said, you watch them and you go, oh my gosh, they're putting their offenses on their back. You talked about after week 1 how Josh Allen, he's like, okay, you're going to play soft. I'll get rid of the ball and go underneath. And I thought that Dolphins game was a great example of him doing the two things. I mean, at one point he was 19 for 21. He was just getting rid of the ball quickly. And then there were plays there where he's just like, all right, let me get the cape out and I'm going to have to do something here.
Yeah. I'll remember the 2nd and 19 throw to Isaiah McKenzie in the second quarter for as long as I live, man.
Beauty.
Just, there's no window.
Touch.
He's not open. There's no room for the football to arrive. That's where you're just gaming. Like, it's just, there's no like, what's the process? No, it's just, I couldn't miss if I tried. I'm going to put the ball in his hands. Yeah. And so that's why, like, again, like the word is tentpole. The word is gravity. There are right now incredible offenses in the league, Eagles, Dolphins, Lions, that are working as a beautiful machine. Everybody is cogs and the wheels mesh together like the Incredibles, baby. And then there's offense like Buffalo and Baltimore, where it's just, we have one guy who's so much better than all of your guys combined. And he holds the ball on every play. What are you going to do about it?
I know they never get a break. Lamar, the other thing I like is before the season, it was all right. You looked at the numbers against the blitz last year and against man coverage. Those were the two things. Against the blitz this year, per True Media, 25 for 33 for 361 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions. To see a guy that young, and it's a small sample.
The Athletic Football Show had that his EPA per play against the blitz right now is like 0.94 per play. So like a point per play. You blitz Lamar Jackson, the Ravens score a point. Yeah. That's like double the next closest, right? So Allen with the quick game and then Lamar with the blitz, both of them just decided to get better off of what they've already done. Disgusting, absurd. I hate it.
I love that. The great quarterbacks find ways to solve problems. They are, here's how teams are attacking me. Here's what my weakness is. Can I solve it? And to see the early signs be so encouraging this year are fantastic. So I love that call. That's a great call.